Good afternoon, and welcome to the 2026 Okaloosa Schools Academic Tournament. This year we have 7 schools from Okaloosa County going head-to-head in a double elimination tournament format. These standout students will be displaying their knowledge of math, science, history, fine arts and literature, pop culture, and more to determine our tournament champion for 2026. I'm your host and moderator, Stella Verswyvelt. Lisa Nall will be our timekeeper and scorekeeper, while Alexa Castle will serve as our chief judge and make the final decision on all things official. Alexa Castle is a native of Niceville, Florida. She received her Bachelor's of Science in Mechanical Engineering from the University of Florida and a Master's of Systems Engineering from Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. She currently works on Eglin Air Force Base in the Range Support Squadron as a Target Systems Engineer. Her team is responsible for providing land, maritime, and threat system targets for test and training activities for Eglin. Today's teams are from Choctawhatchee High School and Collegiate High School. We're going to take a quick break to hear from our other Okaloosa schools, and we'll be back shortly to introduce our coaches and team members. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and introduce our coaches and team members for today's match. From Choctawhatchee High School, our coach is Elizabeth Crandall, and the team members are...
As a newcomer, I am a junior.
AJ Burnich, senior.
Jonathan Morgan, senior.
Tyson Smith, junior.
And from Collegiate High School, our coach is Alyssa Miller, and the team members are...
Colton Wilson, junior.
Ben McConey, senior.
Gabrielle Aldenay, junior.
Eleanor Barnes, sophomore.
Okay, so we'll get started with toss-up question number 1. The subject is literature. Set in the windswept moors of Yorkshire, this 1847 novel follows the passionate yet destructive relationship between Heathcliff and Catherine...
Wuthering Heights.
That is correct. Bonus A. Which sister of Emily Bronte wrote Jane Eyre, another Gothic novel of moral struggle and female independence?
Charlotte.
Could you
Bronte.
elaborate?
Charlotte Bronte.
That is correct. Bonus B. What literary device is used when a story is told through another character's narration, as Mr. Lockwood recounts Nellie Dean's story in Wuthering Heights?
Second person?
No, because that's talking to the reader.
First person. Third person.
I think it's third person. But I don't know what type.
Just say third person or
Yeah,
first.
third person.
We're looking for frame narrative. Frame narrative. All right, moving to toss-up question number 2. The subject is history. This 18th century philosopher's The Social Contract argued...
John Locke.
No, that is not correct. I'll repeat the question in its entirety for Collegiate. I'm sorry, for Collegiate. This 18th century philosopher's The Social Contract argued that legitimate political authority rests on the consent of the governed and that citizens form a collective general will. His ideas influenced the French Revolution and modern democratic theory, though he also emphasized the moral dangers of civilization. Identify this Genevan thinker who famously declared, "Man is born free, and everywhere he is in chains."
Rousseau.
Can you repeat that?
Rousseau.
Yes, that is correct. Bonus A. What earlier English philosopher wrote Leviathan advocating strong, centralized authority to prevent social chaos?
Can't skip her off the top of my head. We need it.
Montesquieu.
Uh,
Montesquieu?
That is not correct. Bonus B. The answer was Thomas Hobbes. Bonus B. Which Enlightenment figures two treatises of government most directly inspired the U.S. Declaration of Independence?
I think that one's Montesquieu.
No, that's Locke.
That's
That was Locke. Never mind.
John Locke.
That's correct. All right, toss-up number 3. The topic is fine arts. Known for dramatic chiaroscuro and psychological realism, this Italian painter brought sacred subjects to life with unflinching naturalism. Works such as The Calling of St. Matthew and Judith beheading Holofernes showcase his mastery of light and shadow, as well as his turbulent personal life marked by exile and violence. His influence reshaped European painting and inspired the rise of the Baroque style. Name this artist.
Michelangelo.
That is not correct. Choctaw, do you have an answer?
Da Vinci.
That is not correct. We're looking for Caravaggio. Caravaggio. All right, toss-up number 4. The subject is literature. This author, born in Savannah, Georgia, explored moral decay and divine grace through grotesque characters and violent revelations. Her short stories...
Flannery O'Connor.
That's correct. Bonus A. What recurring physical trait in O'Connor's fiction symbolizes both moral limitation and spiritual insight?
So she has a lot of characters that are amputees. That's the only thing I can think of.
Disability or amputation.
Amputation?
Amputation.
Yes. The physical deformity or disability was
Oh, okay.
the answer. So yes, that we'll accept that. Bonus B. Which theological concept from O'Connor's Catholicism emphasizes divine grace as transformative and often painful revelation?
I don't know that.
Searching for the theology.
Yeah.
No answer.
Okay, we're looking for grace through violence. Grace through violence. All right, moving on to toss-up number 5. The subject is history. In 1955, this seamstress's quiet act of defiance became a defining moment in the modern civil rights.
Rosa Parks.
That is correct. Bonus A. Which Supreme Court case had already ruled racial segregation in public schools unconstitutional the previous year?
Brown
Brown
versus
versus
Board
Board.
of
Yeah.
Education.
Brown versus the Board of Education.
Yes, that is correct. And bonus B. The Montgomery bus boycott ended after what Supreme Court decision struck down bus segregation as unconstitutional?
It's. Oh my gosh. I can't think of it off the top of my head. I can't remember.
No answer.
Okay, we're looking for Browder versus Gale. Browder versus Gale. All right, toss-up number 6. The subject is math. In coordinate geometry, a locus of points equidistant from a fixed point called the focus and a fixed line called the directress forms this conic section. Its reflective property allows light or sound waves to concentrate at a single point, a principle used in satellite dishes and car headlights. The general equation can be expressed as y equals ax squared plus...
Parabola.
Yes, that is correct. Bonus A. What form of the quadratic equation is written as y equals a times x minus h quantity squared plus k and easily reveals the parabola's transformation?
Vertex form.
Yes, that is correct. And bonus B. For parabola defined by y squared equals 4ax, what are the coordinates of the focus?
What was that?
0, 0.
No, that is not correct. The answer is A0. A0. Okay? Toss-up question number 7. The subject is sports and pop culture. Held every 4 years, this global competition was
Olympics.
Yes, that is correct. What city hosted the first modern Olympic Games in 1896?
Athens. It's gonna be somewhere in Greece.
I think it was Athens.
I don't know if it's modern, but yeah, Athens is where it started.
Athens?
Yes, that is correct. Bonus B. Which 1936 Olympics became infamous for Nazi propaganda but saw Jesse Owens win 4 gold medals?
Munich?
No, that is not correct. It was the Berlin Olympics. Berlin. All right. Toss-up number 8. The subject is mythology. Foretold by prophecy that he would kill his father and marry...
Odysseus?
Nope, that is not correct. I'm going to read the entire question for Collegiate. Foretold by prophecy that he would kill his father and marry his mother, this tragic figure tried to avoid his fate but unknowingly fulfilled it, bringing ruin upon himself and his city. His story inspired the concept of tragic irony, where both hero and audience are bound by knowledge and inevitability. Identify this Theban king central to Sophocles' dramatic trilogy.
Oedipus.
That's correct. Bonus A. What Greek term refers to the tragic flaw or error in judgment that leads to a hero's downfall?
I knew it.
Yeah.
Hamartia.
What?
Hamartia.
Defer to Eleanor.
Hamartia.
That's correct. Hamartia. But yes, I'll accept
Thank you.
that. Yes. Very good. Okay, bonus B. In Aristotle's Poetics, what emotional release is achieved by the audience through experiencing pity and fear in tragedy?
Catharsis.
Yeah, catharsis.
That's correct. All right, toss-up number 9. The subject is science. The theory that Earth's lithosphere is divided into large moving sections explains earthquakes.
Plate tectonics.
That is correct. Bonus A. What process at mid-ocean ridges creates new crust as magma rises and solidifies?
Subduction. It might be subduction. That's gas.
Subduction?
No, the answer is seafloor spreading. Bonus B. At convergent boundaries, when one plate moves beneath another into the mantle, what is this process called?
That's subduction. I think that one's subduction.
Subduction?
That's correct.
That's the half.
All right, that's the end of the first half. We'll take a quick break and come back with our halftime score. Welcome back. We have a halftime score of Collegiate 110, Choctaw 50. Collegiate has one substitution, and at this time, that student will introduce himself.
Stephen Oliver, junior year.
Okay? And we'll continue with toss-up number 10. The subject is fine arts. Emerging in France during the late 19th century, this artistic movement sought to capture fleeting moments of light, color, and atmosphere rather than precise detail. Artists painted an en plein air using visible brushstrokes to depict modern life and natural landscapes. Its name derives from a painting by Claude Monet that critics once mocked. Identify this movement that includes painters such as Renoir, Degas.
Impressionism.
That is correct. Bonus A. What Monet painting gave the Impressionist movement its name?
My best guess would be like impression in light or something.
Impressions of water lilies?
Yeah, you can just guess that.
Impressions of water lilies?
No, it's a good guess. It's Impressionism Sunrise. Impressionism Sunrise. All right. Bonus B. Which post-impressionist artist developed pointillism, a technique of painting with tiny dots of pure color?
Oh, I think I know it.
No answer.
Okay,
Yeah.
the answer is George Seurat. George Seurat. All right, toss-up number 11. The subject is history. In 1957, the Soviet Union launched Sputnik 1, prompting this American initiative to strengthen science education.
Project Mercury.
Nope, that's not what we were looking for. I will repeat the question in its entirety for Choctaw, okay? In 1957, the Soviet Union launched Sputnik 1, prompting this American initiative to strengthen science education and technological research. Spearheaded by President Dwight D. Eisenhower and increased funding for universities during the Cold War's space race, its lasting impact reshaped national priorities in science, defense, and higher education. Identify this legislative act passed in response to Soviet scientific advances.
The Apollo Act?
No, that is not correct. It was the National Defense Education Act. Okay, toss-up number 12. The subject is mythology. In Norse creation myth, the universe was formed from the body of this primordial giant whose flesh became the earth, his blood the seas, and his skull the heavens. Slain by Odin and his brothers, he represents the chaos and matter from which order was shaped. His dismemberment mirrors the cyclical theme of destruction and renewal central to Norse cosmology. Identify this ancient being from whose body the world was made.
Ymir.
Yes, that is correct. Bonus A. What world tree connects the 9 realms of Norse mythology?
Yes, Yggdrasil.
Yggdrasil.
Yes, that is correct. And bonus B. At Ragnarok, which monstrous offspring of Loki devours the sun before being slain by Odin's son Vidar?
I think that's Fenris. Yeah. Is that
Oh yeah, it would be Fenris. Fenris.
Yeah.
Fenris.
The judges ruled that Fenris is an acceptable answer, and the points go to Choctaw. Moving on to toss-up number 13. The subject is religion. Derived from the Arabic word for path, this system encompasses both legal rulings and moral guidance drawn from the Quran and the Hadith. It covers everything from religious obligations and dietary rules to commerce and criminal justice, forming a comprehensive framework for Muslim life. Interpretations vary across regions and traditions, including Sunni and Shiite schools of thought. Identify this body of Islamic law.
Sharia law?
Yes, that is correct. Bonus A. What collection of sayings and actions of the Prophet Muhammad supplements the Quran as a source of law?
I have no answer for that.
No answer.
Okay, the answer was hadith. Hadith. Okay, bonus B. What term refers to a legal scholar qualified to interpret Islamic law and issue rulings known as fatwas?
Maybe imam, maybe? That's my best guess.
Defer to Asher.
Imam?
That's not correct. We were looking for a mufti.
Okay.
All right, moving on to toss-up number 14. The subject is fine arts. This 19th century composer is best known for his richly orchestrated symphonies and piano concertos that capture both introspection and triumph. His works include the Pathétique Sonata, the 1812 Overture, and ballets such as Swan Lake and The Nutcracker.
Tchaikovsky?
That is correct. Bonus A. Which Tchaikovsky ballet features a young girl whose toy soldier comes to life on Christmas Eve?
Yeah. It's a Nutcracker.
The Nutcracker.
Yes, that is correct. And bonus B. Which key is Tchaikovsky's 6th symphony known as the Pathétique composed in?
I just guess like E major or something.
Yeah, we can try a random one.
E major.
No, it was B minor. B minor. All right. Toss-up number 15. The subject is grammar. This type of sentence consists of 2 or more independent clauses joined by a coordinating conjunction or
Compound.
Yes, that is correct. Bonus A. What are the 7 coordinating conjunctions commonly remembered by the acronym FANBOYS?
For and nor but.
But. Or. Yet so.
Yeah.
For and nor, but or yet so.
Okay. For and nor, but or yet so.
That is correct. Bonus B. What punctuation error occurs when two independent clauses are joined without proper punctuation or a conjunction?
Run-on sentence.
Yeah. Run-on sentence.
That is also correct. All right, toss-up number 16. The subject is science. Formed when pre-existing rocks undergo transformation through heat, pressure, and chemical...
Metamorphic rock.
That's correct.
Nice.
Bonus A. What term describes the planar banding or layering that appears in many metamorphic rocks due to the alignment of minerals under directed pressure?
Folding.
Your guys' guess is as good as mine on that one.
Folding.
Can you repeat that?
Folding.
No, the answer was foliation. Foliation. Bonus B. What specific type of metamorphism occurs along convergent plate boundaries where rocks are subjected to both intense pressure and elevated temperatures over large regions?
I think it was a fault, but I don't think it's a fault.
It's not relative.
Conjection.
No answer.
Okay, the answer was regional metamorphism.
Oh.
Okay. All right, moving on to toss-up 17. The subject is literature. Published in 1949, this dystopian novel portrays a totalitarian regime where surveillance, censorship, and psychological manipulation
you
enforce absolute...
1984?
That is correct.
Thank you.
Bonus A. What fictional language in 1984 was created to restrict freedom of thought?
It's like no speak.
No speak.
Something like
I
that.
don't think it's on that.
No speak.
Can you spell that?
KNOWSPAK.
No, I'm sorry. You're on the right track, but the answer was news speak.
Oh.
News speak.
Gotcha.
Okay. Bonus B. In what earlier Orwell novella did a group of farm animals overthrow their human owner to establish a satirical version of communism?
Animal Farm.
That is correct. All right, toss-up number 18. The subject is math. This continuous probability distribution characterized by its bell-shaped curve...
Parabola.
No, that's not what we're looking for. I'll repeat the question in its entirety for Choctaw, okay? This continuous probability distribution characterized by its bell-shaped curve is defined by its mean and standard deviation. It describes many natural phenomena such as heights, test scores, and measurement errors, forming the foundation of inferential statistics. The area under its curve equals 1, and approximately 68% of values lie within one standard deviation of the mean. Identify this ubiquitous distribution, also known as the Gaussian.
Normal distribution.
That's correct. Bonus A. What theorem explains why the sum of many random variables tends to approximate a normal distribution?
I don't know.
No, I'm not.
I don't know.
Because we're...
That's time.
Okay, we were looking for central limit theorem. Bonus B. What is the z-score of a data point 1 standard deviation above the mean in a standard normal distribution?
That's, isn't it not 0.5?
I think it might be.
Yeah, sure.
0.5.
No, the answer was +1. +1.
That's time.
All right, that's the end of the match. We'll be back in a moment and come back with our final scores. We have a final score of Collegiate 140, Choctaw 150. Thank you to all the students who participated in today's match, and thank you viewers for tuning in and watching this exciting event. We'd also like to thank our corporate sponsors, Microsystems Incorporated and Master Wall Incorporated. Stay tuned next time for further tournament action. Thank you and good night.